Well, welcome everybody. This is Kim Evans. I'm the host of Inspired Conversations podcast. And you all, I am so excited to bring to you my next guest. So, Inspired Conversations is where we elevate powerful voices, purpose driven leadership, wellness, business, community transformation. Today, is my guest, Brandon Evans, fourth generation Richmond resident, CEO of Men and Women of Purpose, community advocate, and candidate for Richmond City Council District 3. Brandon has dedicated his life in leadership in helping individuals turn second chances into real opportunities through workforce development, reentry support, economic empowerment, and community centered solutions. With experience serving in local government, workforce development, economic leadership, and public service, Brandon brings a unique perspective on what it takes to actually be a success in Richmond forward through accountability,
Mm,
opportunity, prevention, and purpose.
come on.
Today, we will discuss leadership, public safety, economic opportunity, community engagement, and the role faith, passion, people, purpose, progress, and community play in creating lasting transformation. Please help me welcome Brandon Evans to Conversations with Kim Evans. Come on, Brandon. Woo!
Oh my goodness. You finna make me say amen.
Oh man,
Hey cuz, how
man.
are you?
Oh boy, I'm excited. I am so excited to have you on this show. You just don't know. June 2nd is coming very soon.
Yes,
So,
it is.
Brandon, you know how I do. I always love to start the show in a prayer, if you don't mind. Let's lead
Absolutely.
the Holy Spirit in.
Please.
I'm Kim Evans. Lord God, we're just thanking you for this day right now. You know what's getting ready to go down. You're Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end of our faith. And I just want you, Holy Spirit, to just reign in this place. Reign in these next 40 minutes here. Let your light shine. And Lord, have your way. Let your voice be my voice. Let your ways be my ways. Let your thoughts be my thoughts. And we are so excited. May the words of this podcast go as far as the east, as far as the west, as far as the north, as far as the south. And everybody be transformed, illuminated, and motivated from the words of this podcast. Thank you, God. Woo, Brandon, take it away. Take it
Amen.
away, Brandon.
Amen.
Take it
Amen. Come
away.
on now, cuz.
Yes, I am so excited. I got some real good information to share.
Okay.
The professionalism, the expertise, and I'm so proud. And I also say he family. He's my
I
cousin.
mean,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, he is family.
My first cousin.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right. Okay, we first line. That is my uncle. We
Yes,
first
right.
line. All right, okay. And he's good looking too. He's so good looking. So, Brandon, your work centers around helping people turn second chances into real opportunities. What first inspired your passions for this work in community leadership?
Absolutely. So again, just thank you for having me. And it's always good to be home with family,
Ah, yes,
right?
yes.
And I'll say that my lived experience, this is the work that I'm doing today. It really is a culmination
Mhm.
of experiences that I had in this community of Richmond, the larger Bay Area. But the work that I'm doing today, it really is a testament to where I've been and where I'm going.
Mhm.
And as a young person, as a justice impacted young person in this community, when I was 19 years old, I was arrested. And this was my first time ever being in trouble. Didn't know what to expect, was really at a crossroads. And this is, after coming up in a community that was plagued by gun violence as a young man. And I was kind of in that transition stage between not having a plan or thinking I would have a future,
Mhm.
quite honestly. And by the grace of God, he saved me. And after that, as the saying goes, the rest is history. But literally, spent a little bit of time, in a county jail facility, and I left there and I enrolled in college,
Mm,
and I never looked back.
mm,
That's been over, a decade or so ago. Stand before you with a bachelor's degree
mm,
in urban studies and city planning from San Francisco State. And I got
mm,
into San Francisco State through a program called Project Rebound. It was for justice impacted individuals. So if I had
mm,
not had that experience, I
mm,
would not have qualified for automatic admission into San
mm,
Francisco State. And
mm.
then, got bit by the political bug, which, unbeknownst to me, is something that is in my family history here.
Mhm.
We'll go into a little bit of that, but
Yeah.
felt like it was important for me to obtain my master's degree in public leadership, and
Look at that, got a
actually,
BA and a master. Can we do a big?
absolutely,
Let me ring the cowbell
oh,
here. African
bring it,
American from
bring it.
Richmond. His
Yes,
story is now his glory. Not
yes,
only
yes,
does he
yes.
have a BA, but he has an MA too. Did y'all get that?
That's
Okay,
absolutely
we
right.
talking about successful African American young black men. Continue. Okay, who has
Absolutely.
beat the statistics?
Yes, yes.
Continue.
Yeah, yeah. And for me, I think that's when it hit home because I was sitting in that classroom at San Francisco State in the urban studies and city planning department. I didn't know anything about the urban studies and city planning. But when I realized that I was the statistic that I
Mm,
was reading about in that
mm, mm,
higher education setting, it
mm.
was you go through a number of different emotions. And that first
Yeah.
emotion for me was imposter syndrome. How could I,
Mm, mm.
this little black boy from, an impoverished community, right, be sitting in here amongst, you know, so many other nationalities, right,
Mhm.
aspiring, and there's a learning experience and seeing yourself
Yeah.
and
That's called self-actualization when a
yes,
lot of
oh my
people don't really
goodness,
self-actualize.
in real time.
Okay,
So
in real time, before chatting AI. Okay,
before chat in
in
AI,
AI,
right?
he did it in real
We
time.
was
Okay,
manifesting and
okay,
evolving
that's what I'm talking about. High frequency.
simultaneously. And
Yes, I love it.
yeah,
I love the fact again, and I'm gonna weave this through your whole your whole story here. Your story has become your glory.
yep,
But we will
absolutely.
be without remiss, and particularly that today is Mother's Day.
Oh
And
my God.
you had this light, you had this
Yeah,
transformation, you had a wake up spiritual. It wasn't a spiritual bypass for you. You
right.
just went on through and had it and suffered through
That's
it,
right.
and you
That's
came
right.
out on the other side. But that's one thing. You went through it. But on the other side, you
Yes.
did have a praying mother, your
Oh
mom,
my
Donna.
goodness.
You had your grandmother who's
Come
still
on.
with us. And then you
Yes,
had our late, great Flora Evans when we talk
absolutely.
about the emeritus. So
Yes.
here it is on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Please share just a little bit. How
Oh my
have
God.
the women in your life have helped you to
Yes.
infuse this transition? Go ahead on,
No,
Grant.
I
Speak
mean,
on.
it is, I think, only fitting that we are meeting today with the rich lineage that we stem from
Yes.
in Floria Evans, Mama Flo, if you're nasty,
Yes.
my grandmother, okay? This I
106 when she left this
100 is
earth.
106 when she left this earth.
And her funeral was right there, the celebration
Yes,
behind
I
you
was, I
at
was gonna say
Richmond
that.
City
No, that's
Hall.
correct.
Let's say that
That's correct.
too.
Let's say that. Let's absolutely say that.
Yes.
But man, we come from a praying family, and I was in church today and had the opportunity to just to speak about um when you come from a praying community, a praying village,
Yeah.
right? And it's the collective, it's the individual, right?
Mhm.
Prayers, but then it's the prayers of the collective that
Yeah.
have really shielded us and provided for us. And without women like Mama Flo, without women like my grandmother Henrietta Smith, ran a family child care for 50
Oh my
years,
God.
recently retired. I mean,
Entrepreneur. Yes. You come from a family
yes,
entrepreneur.
yes, yes,
And
yes.
your mom.
And my mom,
And your
absolutely. And my
mom, Miss
mom.
Donna.
So
Yes.
yeah, entrepreneur in her own right,
Yes.
trailblazer. You know, instilled in me just the absolute determination and and just poured in me when she, was making
Yeah.
personal sacrifices and
Yes. Yes.
experiencing the world, but never allowing that experience to affect her children and setting
Yes.
us up for success. You don't you don't get to where I'm at today before you without a praying family, people who have,
Absolutely.
I said a couple of days ago, there was a point I couldn't pray for myself.
Okay.
And
Okay.
but my grandmother, my sister, my mother, they were
Right.
praying for me, and
Right.
it brought me through a storm because
Love it.
I'm already claiming it, right? Because the statistic said I shouldn't be sitting before you today.
Oh, right. He done broke
So
the ceiling on it.
I'm okay with it.
He done
Y'all can have the rest of it.
come on now. The rest is just propaganda. We just gonna get, embrace
Yes, yes.
y'all. And we already know he a winner. We claiming him. So you often speak of public safety rooted in
Yeah.
prevention, not just a response, but what does it look like practically for
Yeah.
Richmond families in the neighborhood when we talk about public safety?
No, for
Speak on that
sure.
a little bit. Yeah.
No, and I absolutely, think I got to speak as from the perspective as a black man that was, has had several interactions, not all necessarily positive or above board with the Richmond Police Department.
Okay.
But I think one theme through all of those interactions is something that my mother taught me is
Hmm.
that when you get stopped by the police, you comply. As a black man, you comply.
You comply.
You wrong, you right, you put your hands
Right.
on the steering
That has
wheel
nothing to do with it. You
and
want to
and,
come home
and, and you
alive.
and you and you comply. So that's something that always,
Yeah.
it was always with me. So
Okay.
I had interactions with the police, but they necessarily weren't negative ones, right? Or they didn't escalate, right? Just because I was thinking,
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, you gotta get home. So when we talk about traditional public safety, I mean, and I think we also, it's not a norm for people, who live in the inner city to necessarily feel safe in their communities by the police, right? Sometimes because of that history. And, what I'm hearing along this campaign trail is that we actually do want the police presence in our neighborhoods. We
Of
don't want
course.
them terrorizing us. We don't want them shooting us. We don't want them racially profiling us. But we would like for them to show up when we're in need. When
Absolutely.
you look at the data in terms of who's calling 911 the most, it's African American women and Latino Hispanic women.
Wow. Is it?
So,
And I'm sure it's a myriad of reasons why that's happening.
absolutely.
But I want to circle back on something really quickly because you said something that was quite dynamic, is that you always was thinking because you wanted to come home alive and you
Yes.
complied. I'm quite interested to learn when you get in office,
Hmm.
speak it. Are you going to consider maybe a program or an outreach that you can teach how to comply under the law to other
Yeah.
black and brown men to say, hey, maybe it's a webinar, maybe it is something to where these young black men come in, you teach them how to speak, how to
Yeah.
respond to officers so they can come home alive instead of, firsthand argumentative.
Sure.
What are your thoughts
Absolutely.
about that? I think that that's be very, need.
Yeah, no, I mean, education is everything, but I'll go even a step further, and say, man, we need to see more members of our community joining our law enforcement agencies, joining our
Beautiful,
public
beautiful,
safety,
beautiful.
apparatuses. This is as police officers. This is also as firefighters, and I mean the benefits that come along with a career working for the city, retirement,
Yeah,
health benefits, things that provide stability. Even in a region as expensive as the San Francisco Bay Area, you can have a good life here. And you want to be there to be that mirror back into the community, right? We talk about different community policing models, right?
yeah,
Where
exactly.
the models that work have seemingly worked well is when you have members of that
Of the
community,
community, right?
yes, that
Yes.
are able to transcend and become officers
Mm-hmm.
that have that lived experience and perspective, in terms of, they're here to protect and serve.
But I think also there's other leaders like yourself, like myself,
Yes.
like us that could communicate to the community. Say,
Yes.
hey,
No.
these are some of the words, this is some of the verbiage, these
Correct.
are the stance. If you pulled over by an officer, these are some things that you can share and say. That those
Yeah.
things need to be trained because we want
No,
men and
100%.
young women to come home, right?
No, that's absolutely right.
And with the
That's absolutely right.
brutality that's going on right now, which we are not going to talk about that because this is about you, and
Yeah.
it's that, Black men in particularly need to be more educated and fostered and
Yeah.
nurtured on those roles on how to respond to officers.
No, 100%.
So the
100%.
next thing I'd love to, you did say on this because you once were incarcerated for a short period of time. You've
Correct.
worked closely with individuals returning from incarceration. What
Yes.
are some of the biggest barriers they face, and how can communities better support successful reentry and stability?
Oh my goodness. You want to, put yourself in the shoes of somebody that's coming home from incarceration that has
Hmm.
been gone. Sometimes as short as 6 months, others as long as 20 years.
Hmm.
We see the gamut, and they're returning to a new community.
Yeah.
It's, in some instances, a new world, a new society, right? Because
Hmm.
if they had been incarcerated for any amount of time, you know how quickly things change, and
Exactly.
our society shifts, and
So we want them to be successful.
we absolutely want them to be
So when you
successful.
come in office, so what opportunities do you see in terms of better support and successful reentry? I
Yeah.
think I could just suggest, training when they come in,
Yes.
setting
No,
them
for
up
sure.
for entrepreneurship,
Right.
getting them educated so that they can fill the gap of where they left so they don't have to go back and do what they did before because of
No, for sure, for sure.
you
Because
know,
my I just lost both of my lights here. Can
that's
we?
okay.
um, Erica, can you hit the lights for me, please? Yeah, I think so. Probably should have started like that.
We do have technical issues sometimes. It's all good.
I just
Hey.
want to make sure, I'm representing my best
Yes.
self in here.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, they died.
Community empowerment is everything. And we want everyone to win, even men, women alike that have been incarcerated. We want to give them an opportunity to come back. And I'm so excited that you have an agenda to help them when they do come back. Is there anything else you would like to add before we get to the next question?
No, absolutely. So, individuals returning home from incarceration, they need wraparound supports. And Contra Costa County is offering great supportive services through their AB 109 consortium. And that consists of organizations like the one I run, Men and Women of Purpose, Rubicon Programs, the Richmond Ridge Success Center, Health Right 360, a number of other partners, all responsible for providing one of the kind of essential services. So, Lao Family Community Development is providing housing. Rubicon is providing job readiness. We're providing navigation, and so the county is doing a good job in terms of investing in the services.
Mhm.
Of course, there's always a drop off between the service that's being funded and the people that are actually receiving the services, right? So you need to one, always be willing to work collaboratively, right? And then two, being willing to reach people where they are, literally. Sometimes
Absolutely.
for individuals from this population, that is in community settings, that is at church when you meet their mother who's saying, my son just came home
Absolutely.
from
Because
incarceration.
it takes a village.
It takes a village, and you'd be surprised when people hear what I'm doing and then ask me if I would follow up with somebody or reach out to somebody and offer them assistance or information.
And I
We're
think a
current.
and I think a good pipeline from
Yes.
AV is definitely required and needed.
Yes. Oh my
So
God.
so I know you're going to work on that. But I
Yes.
want to lastly just share because we have so many other juicy things to talk about, and I want to hit them all. Is how secure is the funding for that? Because
So
the balls of Walsey, we funds is crazy all over the place.
Correct, correct,
Which
correct.
secure is funding for that particular program?
Yeah, so a lot of our funding actually comes from the state of California by way of Contra Costa County, right? So, the state of California has done a somewhat decent job in terms of divesting from um, kind of traditional and carceral models, right? So
Okay.
they are trying they want more people in community-based settings, right? They want less people in our state penitentiaries, right?
Mhm.
They really only want the most violent, right?
Okay.
In our
See,
state penitentiaries system.
so this is
They
why we need to know these kinds of things.
Yeah, no,
We're
absolutely.
gonna
They have
keep
already
going.
divested. When you talk
Okay.
about youth, they've are currently going through a divestment in terms of shutting down most of the youth juvenile facilities.
Oh,
And again, looking to partner with community-based organizations to provide these community-based services. So funding is it's stable, right?
okay. Okay.
But again, the state, I have to give the credit to the state and
Okay.
to the county. They are making these investments, and nonprofits, have to kind of step up to meet the
Yeah,
to meet the
nonprofits
needs.
do. Yeah,
Yes,
but then again, a lot of nonprofits and things were being cut, right?
yes.
So that's the issue there. That's another challenge. So let me ask you, what changes do you believe are most needed right now to restore the trust between community and local government?
Ooh, that's a tough one,
I
cause
told you I had them. Yeah, I told you I came
this,
loaded. You know.
I mean, as a student of political history and theater,
Um,
if you study just American history and political history just kind of tied to it, that there are times of these highs and lows, right?
mhm,
And
mhm,
these times of crises and then these times of stability.
mhm.
And right now we're in a time of crises.
Yeah,
I mean, you look at our you know our president, and
that's why
how
we need young leaders like you.
we need absolutely young need. But
Come on now.
our world is in chaos, and communities are divided,
Mhm.
and I think to reestablish trust is like, one, people see you as a candidate or an inspiring public servant. I'm gonna say a politician, but an aspiring public servant. People are like, now, why the heck do
Yeah.
you want to get involved
Right. Yeah. Why would you want to get involved
in
with that?
that?
I know.
But
Wait, at such a time as this, right?
at such a time as this.
Oh, well, we all need apostles. We all
But
need Moses. We all need Joshua's.
somebody has to
Somebody
do
got to
it,
do it.
and we want good people to do it. We want
And we
good
want good
people,
people to do it.
and we want community-centered people.
Wow.
A key to my success here, just in life and politically, and it has been in relationships. And when you can have a human connection,
Yeah.
outside of the fuss and
Right.
the just human to human,
Exactly.
neighbor to neighbor,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
That's
that's what
cultural
I'm that
diversity
is
in
what
its first, right there.
yeah, that's
That's
what I'm
cultural
most
diversity. Talk to
yeah,
your neighbor that don't
yeah,
look
talk to
like
your
you.
neighbor.
Yeah, that don't
When we
look
can
like you.
correct. And they don't have to. We don't want everybody to look like
Look
us.
like us. We really don't.
We
We
don't.
really don't.
We love diversity. Richmond is full of diversity. I really
Really
believe
are.
that's one of Richmond's
Really is.
strengths is our diversity, and it's okay having a difference of opinion.
It
Lord,
sure is.
that I think that is quite fine.
Because at the end of the day, we can all get along,
At the
right?
end of the day, we should be able to have a difference of opinion and still come together as community.
So, what does progress truly look like for you beyond politics and the campaign promises?
Oh man, I like to say because I'm not promising anything, but I am here to try to be a steward, right,
Hmm.
of work that did not start with me.
Hmm.
This is my part of the marathon,
Okay, I
and
like that. Part of the journey. You just carry
yeah,
the torch
no,
to the next
this is
station. Okay.
this is my turn.
Okay. I love it.
And just to come from just to have mentors and be a part of just Bay Area Black political, legacy. And I mean, we could talk about inside the family with my aunt Ordine Evans, all
Absolutely.
the way to Supervisor Federal Glover, first Black man ever elected to serve on the Contra Costa Board of Supervisors. I
Hmm.
had the honor, distinct honor of serving alongside him
Wow.
his last 6 months in office. This is a 30-year career, and I caught the last 6 months. When I tell you it was impactful, it's one of the reasons I am sitting before you today.
Wow.
It was people adored him,
Oh, wow.
adored him.
Wow.
In
No
Pittsburgh.
wrong. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't. He couldn't do no wrong. He was
Mm.
beloved. He
Mm.
was that type of unifying figure through his elected leadership and his personal just ability to connect and serve people.
See,
People
there it
would
is.
say,
Connect and serve. See, are y'all getting the theme? Are y'all getting the theme
connect
that he's
and
talking to?
connect and
Community, love, and passion.
connect and
Are you
serve.
connect and serve? Are y'all getting this? I hope
It-
y'all getting this because
it's
these are his pillars right here. And
absolutely.
I love the fact that, and I know you're really gonna solidify and bring this to a head here. Many people feel disconnected from local government or believe that
Yes.
voice doesn't matter. This
Yes.
man made sure that everybody voice mattered. What would you
Yeah.
say to encourage greater community involvement in voter
Yes.
participation?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, how you gonna get everybody out to get to the vote? You've been
We,
doing a
we
good job thus
I mean,
far,
I've
though,
been
I have
I've,
to
I've been
say.
doing my best. It
Yeah, you've
you,
been
you
doing
gotta
good.
you gotta it is unfortunate that our communities, after the struggle it was for us to be able to participate in our democracy,
How are we gonna get
and
them out to vote though?
we gotta get them
How
out
you
the
get them out to
house. We
vote?
gotta get them out the
Yes.
stove.
Come
We
on
gotta get
now.
them out the schoolhouse. We gotta get the people out the church. This is, this is a collective effort,
Yeah, it is.
right? We have to go back to the things that worked
Yeah.
during civil rights, right? All souls to the polls, providing rides, providing tax. There wasn't an excuse for you not to participate, and sometimes that's us holding each other accountable. That's our elders saying to our young people, "This is important.
You
Put
got
that down.
yeah, you got to get out
Put
and
put it
vote.
put it down for 5 minutes."
But then I also love when Obama was running that
Yes,
he actually was innovative and with the young
correct.
people. And
No, for
this thing
sure.
called texting and this thing
Yes.
how he had a camp. He had a
No.
team that just what he said, look, the reason
Yep.
I'm texting because they know how the young people communicate.
No, for
Y'all
sure.
gonna
For
get out
sure.
the vote and vote for Obama on this
No,
date.
that's right.
So we have to be able to use the tools that are
Correct.
available to us to be able to
Absolutely.
leverage change.
Absolutely.
So, have you thought about maybe in addition, we've seen you out, we've seen you
Yeah.
speaking, we see the signs and things of that nature. How else maybe can people participate? We have,
Yeah.
a few weeks until June 2nd for people to come
Absolutely.
out and vote.
No,
You
absolutely.
know.
We leveraging technology. I mean, if your campaign does not have an online presence right now, you're not working
So,
hard enough.
so with that question, where's the Brandon Evans campaign hub? Is there a
Yes.
hub for you where people could come and help
Absolutely.
and call
Correct.
phones and say, hey, and do volunteer hours on your behalf?
Yes.
Where is that?
Yes. So you can always, of course, follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Instagram is Evans for Richmond.
Okay.
My Facebook is Evans for City Council, Brandon
Okay.
Evans for City Council
Evans
2026.
for Richmond.com. That's what
Evansforrichmond.com is the website, and that's going to be with the number four,
excuse me.
Evans number four,
Okay.
Richmond.com. You can sign up there for,
But
to
but but
volunteer,
but we also
contribute.
know that the close is in the last 2 weeks before the
That's
election.
correct. That's
So
absolutely
is there
correct.
a designated office that the city has given you where people can come and do telemarketing for you and things of that
Absolutely.
nature, a phone call? Is there a specific designated place?
Yeah, so we have space over at Market Square Mall.
Did y'all hear that? Market Square Mall.
Market
Okay.
Square Mall. You
Okay.
can meet
All
me
right.
at Market Square Mall.
Here. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on,
Come,
young
come
people.
get an assignment. You can,
Okay.
absolutely, we have some texting going on right now. We
Okay.
also have some phone banking opportunities for folks to make calls on behalf of the campaign and my candidacy, as well as come help us canvass. So we'll be canvassing every Saturday through June 2nd, all along, portions of District 3. You can find all that
So
information online.
let me also suggest this too, because one of my clients, myself being self-employed, one of my clients would do postcards
Yes.
for the elections. And then
Hmm.
there are people that were volunteers, and the
Correct.
volunteers paid for the postage, and they would handwrite postcards and send them out for,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
is that available too?
You
For,
know, we everything is available.
okay.
We're
Okay, you said everything is
we
available.
don't we don't want to leave no stone unturned, okay?
Okay, that's what I'm
So
talking about. That's what I
we gonna
love.
do some, the traditional campaign stuff, and then,
And then we're gonna do hardcore.
the
Yeah, okay.
non-traditional campaigning, because it really is about reaching people. It really is about being able to connect with individuals. There's a common rule, campaign kind of strategist uses, that you need to touch one person 7 times,
That's right.
right? So one time is on social media, another time is in person, another time is me knocking on your door, another time may be through that text or that
That's
through that
right.
through that phone call, another time may be
Postcard.
in the
Yep.
postcard, right?
That's right.
And before someone can make the connection between, oh, this individual is running for said office, or this is what he's doing. So,
When are we going to see you on YouTube Live? Every week it should be a
yes.
live to where you come on YouTube. We're going to actually blast this podcast out on YouTube. And normally when I put my hands on something, it trends.
Okay. I know
So
that's
we want to see you on YouTube, that you're
yes.
coming everyone. We want to see you the
Yes.
new voice, the new Dr. Voice. So you come
No, for
on every
sure.
single week and you say something. And therefore and tag it, hashtag Richmond. And
Yeah.
so people can actually get familiar and says, oh, okay, he's running. Boom, I need to be sure that I get out
No,
what I'm saying.
100%. 100%. No, I'm actually working on a podcast. So that's coming, but I absolutely want to take
Maybe
more opportunities just to speak directly with people. There's such a
you can do that. Leverage YouTube.
yeah, no,
Leverage
for sure,
YouTube.
for sure. And yeah, people run for office, and then you have to live behind this veil. But
But YouTube will get you out behind that.
but
That gets you out
you
behind.
serving the community,
Yeah,
man. They need to have access to you.
that's
I
right.
want to talk
Call
to
them,
the
they
people.
tell, come. Exactly. Power to the
Yeah, I
people.
want to talk to the people and directly to the
And you
people.
can
I don't
talk to the
need.
people on YouTube. I
That's
mean,
right. That's
YouTube is
right.
a big draw. So for
Yes.
those listening today who are looking for hope and leadership and meaningful change in Richmond, so
Yes.
why is it the time now to get involved, to support the vision in the community, to vote?
Yeah.
That's the thing. We need to know that this is the time to vote. Our
Yes.
vote has power and leverage. More than any time ever,
Hmm.
everyone needs to get out and vote.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So, why would you add one last
Yeah.
thing? Why it's so imperative for
Yes. Yes. Yes.
everyone
For
this
sure.
time, this season,
This season,
you need to get out and vote.
need to get out and vote. Well, first, in a couple of weeks, we'll have Richmond's first ever local June primary, right? So this has never happened in Richmond's history. This is
Wow.
the first, y'all. It's not too many
Come
times
on
you can
now.
say
Come
you've been a
on,
part of the
Brandon.
first,
It's the
okay?
first.
This is the first
Wow.
local primary election, and this was brought about
Wow.
via a ballot measure in 2024. So November 2024, voters here passed a ballot measure that created a local June primary format, and
Wow.
this was partially in response to individuals from kind of the progressive majority being elected with around 30% of the popular vote for the
Okay.
past couple of mayoral elections, right? Those candidates won with 30% of the vote. And Richmond is historically known for having too many candidates in the race, right? Diluting the vote. So a typical Richmond year, a mayoral, run usually has at least 6 or 7 candidates,
Okay.
right? Probably most of them unqualified. but
Okay.
just in a race because they can be in a race. It's a part of our democracy.
Okay.
Anybody can run for public office, right? I think that's also something that we need to put out there, right? Because is you don't necessarily need any qualifications to make the ballot, right? You just need to complete your filing paperwork, pay
Wow.
your filing fees, and you can appear on the ballot. And a lot of
Wow.
people don't
Oh,
understand, that part of the process.
wow. That is
But
amazing.
so in addition to it being
First.
the first primary in my race, because there are only two candidates in this new primary format, this race will be decided in June,
That's
right? So
amazing.
in a
Just like that, in June, you
in
will know.
June, and
Wow, I
we'll
love it.
know. Yeah, so in a
Oh
traditional
man.
primary format, so if there are three candidates in
Okay.
the race, then the top two advance to June, advance to November to the
Uh,
general election, right?
the
Which is
general
a
election. Okay.
general election, yes. But in my instance, there are only two candidates in the race. There was a third candidate who didn't make the ballot, but was planning to run as a write-in candidate, which would have potentially made
Mhm.
this a November race. But
Right.
we just got word last week that he has officially, left. He won't be
So what does
filing.
that mean, Brandon? So
So
that means when
that
people
that
come
means
out
we
on June
have we
2nd,
got 20
here we go.
24 days, guys,
Okay. And
to
and
make
with two
history.
candidates and being
And with
that
two candidates,
you get that, and then you
absolutely.
don't have to go through November. It's
I
it.
don't
You
have to
make
go
it.
to November. Correct.
Stop
So
it.
I'll take office. I'm gonna claim it. I'll take office
That's
January
right.
2027 is
Speak
when I'll
it.
actually, take the seat and
Wow.
will be the first African American man. We
Oh
still
my.
making history here, cuz, to
Okay.
serve
Oh my God. Stop. Y'all stop.
as the city council person,
Stop.
city council representative for District 3. The first woman was an African American woman. We'll give her that, but I'll be the first African American
I
man
love this. I mean, do
to
you know how
serve
much
District
power this
3.
is? Do you know how much power is beneath your feet? When we look at Aunt Alice, who was
Oh
one of
my God.
three of the original Rosie the Riveter
Uh-huh.
in World
Yes.
War II, when we
Uh-huh.
talked about that, man, and she was the one of two last before she passed away. There's only
Yeah.
one left. When we
Uh-huh.
look at Mama Flo, who was the oldest person in Richmond
Richmond. That's right.
before God descended and took her out at 106. Do you know how much
Yeah.
power is riding beneath your feet right now?
Yeah.
It's just totally incredible. Oh man, this has been good. So let me just also say Brandon represents community-centered, results-driven vision for Richmond, rooted in service, accountability, economic opportunity, and real-life experience, as he so shared. So his leadership reflects, we talked about this. Now we're actually going to land this plane.
Hmm.
Passion, faith, people, purpose, progress, and community. And just his experience is explosive, and particularly in the workforce, reentry services, economic leadership, local government that gives him firsthand understanding, and he will be the first Black in this
Yeah.
field. Oh my
Hmm.
God.
Hmm.
So let me just ask as we land this plane, Brandon, what inspired your passion in helping people? Why should folks vote for you? Why should the people of Richmond vote for you? Your first inspired passion for helping people turn second chances into real opportunities. Why should folks vote for you?
No,
Bring it home.
that is such a humbling question. And you know, I didn't start out to be a leader. I just started out wanting to make change in my community and have been afforded opportunities to lead. And, I'm asking for your partnership. This is
Mm,
about um, a collective, right? Opportunity to bring change here to the city of Richmond. I don't have all the answers. I will not sit before you and tell you I have every answer to every
okay.
problem. But what I
Okay,
will tell you
good.
is that I
All right.
am solution oriented
Okay, I like that.
and I have the education.
Mm-hmm.
A master's in public leadership was to run municipal government. So
Mm,
even though I have a decade of experience working for the city of Richmond, and as an employee, spent a number of years as an appointed commissioner, serving both the Economic Development Commission and on the Planning Commission. you know, I have the experience. In
okay.
addition, I served the county, right? So as a representative of our county supervisor, Federal Glover, I was his district representative. So I've already been in a capacity to lead and respond to the needs of community. So, you know, I, I'm a direct service guy. Most of my experience has been also in direct service.
Hmm.
And what I see is that we cannot direct service our way out of these societal problems, and we need institutional, just power and the ability to leverage government for good.
Hmm.
I mean, we see government being leveraged, not in a
Not good.
positive, not but not.
I love what you just said because I'm about to bring this plane totally landed home, but let's use it for the good. And on that note, Brandon, I would like to know, why should people of the Richmond trust your vision?
Yes.
Why should they trust you? Why
Mm,
should they trust your leadership and your commitment in bringing the city forward?
hmm
About the heart.
I say trust me because I'm one of you.
Okay.
I'm a product of this city. I'm a product of this community. I'm a product of its people.
Okay. All right.
That's who I'm running to represent. There's a different type of accountability when you're running to represent your family.
And you come from the
And
city. I get you.
absolutely. So,
Okay.
it
Okay.
is again a humbling experience to say vote for me,
Okay.
right? Vote for me, vote for Brandon. But I
Mm,
really would rather say, man, be informed about
yeah.
what's happening around us.
I love it.
Be engaged in what's happening at our local city council, what's happening at our local school board. I have been a part of winning campaigns here,
Mhm.
just community, just outreach and engagement, and it really was because I cared. I cared about
Now
my
you're
community
talking. Now
enough
heart
to,
centered. Now I was
yeah,
that just
yeah.
hoping you would bring it out. Oh, you
No,
did. Okay.
100%. Man,
I love
I
it.
care about this city. I care about its people. I care about
Yes.
its youth. I
Because you
care about
care.
our
Yes. Thank
seniors.
you.
And that is why I'm asking to
Thank
be
you.
entrusted with bringing forth a vision for the city of Richmond.
And on that note, that is totally beautiful.
Hmm
So this last question, paint a picture for us.
hmm
You winner. You got it.
Okay.
You
I'm
it.
claiming it. I'll receive
What
it.
does the city of Richmond, you being in that particular role, what does it look like 1 year later? 1 year later,
Mm.
on May the, what's today's date? The 10th,
May
right?
10th. May
May
10th,
2027.
2027.
Break it down.
Oh my goodness.
What was it? What does it look like for you?
That will be a beautiful day here in the city of Richmond.
Mhm.
God willing, I'll claim this seat, and we'll also have a mayor that
Okay.
looks like me, or our good
Okay.
brother Dimlis, or
Okay.
our brother Ahmad Anderson. We will be in
We
good
win on
hands
both
with
levels, on
either
both
one of
sides.
them.
Either one we're gonna
Okay,
win.
so
Either one we're gonna
long
win.
as me in either one of those two good brothers, the city is going to be in good hands. And of course,
Okay.
we have our Dr. Jamila Brown, who's
Okay.
representing District 1.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking about rooted in Richmond candidates,
I love it.
people who have been here, who I'm fourth generation, Demis is third generation, Jamila is third generation,
Okay.
Ahmad is second or third generation, right?
Okay.
These are Richmonders.
Sounds like we have a great lineup.
We have a
We have a great
beautiful,
lineup. We have a
beautiful
great lineup
opportunity here
to
to
change
to
the
to create the
trajectory of Richmond.
community that we all one love, right? I
Oh,
think
we
if
do. It's so
a
we
theme
all
that's to
love
Richmond
Richmond.
is that we love our city now.
I know that's
We
so
the city of
Richmond.
pride and purpose now. But
I
there's so much that we can do. There's so much opportunity
love
to
it.
make this city more vibrant,
Yeah.
um, more a safe place,
Yeah.
a beacon to
Yeah.
return to for
Mhm.
individuals who have been displaced. We
Yeah.
want to bring our people back.
Yeah. Let's
We
come
want to let
back.
them know you have a space. We have opportunities for you in Richmond. We have opportunities for our
Absolutely.
young people here in Richmond. We have not forgotten our elders and the folks who have sacrificed for us to get here. I want to see a city that is reflective of all those
And
communities, all those demographics. We deserve
and
it.
and also our high schools, you know.
Yes, of
Let's talk
course, of
about let's
course.
I just gotta I just gotta have a nose,
Yes.
you know, Kennedy, Eagles for Kennedy. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh my God. We'll have a
we
new
want to
high
be able,
school.
we're gonna have a new high school, y'all.
That's
I'm a
right.
Eagle alumni, you
That's
know.
right.
And
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? When we have our reunions, we gonna be having, we just had the 40s, we're gonna have the 50s now.
Okay.
We want y'all to come back to Richmond. Now come on
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
We
Come
want you
back.
to come on back.
Come home. We need you. The
Wow, I
city
love
needs
it.
you.
So,
Yes.
Brandon, this has been a plum ginger peach pleasure. Let me just ask you, because I always like to ask these last three questions right here. What is your favorite color?
Favorite color is green. Okay. That's undisputed.
Okay. He said green, undisputed.
I'm a Gemini. So I'm born in May. So I'm celebrating a birthday in a couple of weeks.
Ah, happy early birthday.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So emerald is my
Oh,
birthstone and
wow.
green is my color.
Okay. And what's
Mhm.
your favorite pastime?
Favorite pastime. Maybe hanging out on South 18th Street, going to that whip tree, because I just had to go to the switch tree. If you don't know nothing about the switch tree on South 18th Street, man, I don't know. I don't
Having
know.
some good family barbecue.
The best, you ain't talking about barbecue, you talk
Okay,
about
we gonna talk about that. That's a
Indian
different, that's a different
barbecue,
one. That's a
okay?
different one. What place on the map have you not visited that you would love to visit next?
Oh, I gotta go home. I have to return to where it started, which is the motherland. I gotta put my feet
Okay.
on that continent. For for my people.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
And then a couple other continents. I got other
Oh, yeah,
places.
that's good. Yeah, you hit all seven. You hit all
Yes.
seven. Just go ahead
Yes,
on.
yes, yes.
Brandon, it has been a plum ginger peach pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. We are already calling it in the candidate elect for Brandon Evans for City Council, District 3 for Richmond. Are there any last words that you would like to share?
We got 22 days until election, and it is gonna take our collective ability to get everybody we can engaged in what's happening in this local election. And that's from the top of the ballot to the bottom of the ballot. We got
Right.
very
Okay.
important races. We have a governor's race. Very important that we get a good governor here in the state of California.
Yes.
Um, Malia Cohen is running for state controller, first African American woman to serve in that seat. She's an incumbent.
Yes.
She's running for reelection. At the county level, you have Dr. Jag Lathan running to be the superintendent of schools for Contra Costa County. A good friend of mine, Vince Robb, is running for Contra Costa County Assessor. Great, great, great people. And then, of course, you have your local races. You have your city of Richmond races, your mayor, where we're supporting Ahmad Anderson and Demlis Johnson, two
Mm-hmm.
good brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Both have a vision for this community.
Mm-hmm.
Myself here in District 3 and Keisha Gallen in District 4.
I
It's
love it.
time
It's
for
time.
Richmond.
That's it. It's time. It's time to call it in. Thank you,
That's it.
Brandon. It has been a beautiful time today. Thank you for your time. We look so forward to people catching this on streams on all
Yes.
platforms as well as on YouTube. I
Hmm.
am Kim Evans. I am a business strategist coach with KME Coaching and the owner of Two Gorgeous Integrated Health and Wellness as we do serve 30 years this
Hmm.
month in my business. So if you all would like to have more information about what I do, how I can serve womenpreneurs, actually the notes, the URL at kimgems.com will be in the notes. Thank you so much, Brandon, and we look forward to people coming out on the race on June 2nd and
Yes, yes, yes.
claiming the title. Thank you.
Yes. Thank
Bye.
you for having me.